Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here. Today I'm looking at some Spyro Reignited Trilogy remade covers. So obviously looking at this one here, this is a remade version of the Spyro 1 cover. As you can see, it's very, authentically remodeled. It's not like in that kind of 3D art style that they've gone for in the original game. This is like all, hand drawn digitally, sort of more traditional art. And I must say, I'm a huge fan of this. I love that they did this. They did this with Crash as well. Unfortunately, they only did it for the American versions of each release. So like this covers the exact same in this version, but 2 and 3, in my opinion, the PAL version, so the version that I had as a kid, they're my favorite version. Then maybe I've got a bit of a bias because I'm obviously, from, where that region, I've got the original, cover of that. But yeah, I mean, this is still great though, especially this, this is really cool. Some people have actually remarked how they've realized due to this that that there's actually, Ripto's like sort of leering face, in the background there, which they didn't see the first time. I remember when I looked at this cover, because I've never actually owned the physical Ripto's Rage cover, yeah, I didn't really notice it at first either. I did a bit later on, like, maybe, like the next time I saw it, but the first time I looked at it, I never saw it. But yeah, you'll see that the contrast and everything like that, in this version, you'll see the grass is a little bit more obvious. They've kind of like, in a way, like they've made some things look a lot better, but then they've also kind of made things a bit clearer, and you're going to see in these comparison shots as well, that were posted to Reddit, showing off, some of the differences. And then this is Year of the Dragon. I mean, what I absolutely love is just how authentic the actual logos are. That's what's the coolest bit to me, the fact that it just looks so damn cool. Like, and I hope that they make those logos available to actually download, because I would, use them, in future stuff, because it just looks excellent. So this one is kind of a simpler gradient sort of background there. You'll see Spyro's doing that kind of run thing, and you'll notice again when we compare the two, this one actually looks better in terms of the fact that it doesn't look like he's got his mouth open. Like the other one, I mean, I just flat out, to be honest, never thought that was a good pose at all. He's on the back cover of the PAL version, like that kind of that look, but I always thought it was like he had his mouth open and like with no teeth. Like it was kind of really bizarre to me. But yeah, you'll see all of the friends, the critters there. Now comparing, I will go back to that, don't worry. Going back to the original cover here, you'll be able to see that, of course, that's Artisan's Castle there, but sort of there's this weird kind of smoky effect everywhere, trying to be all like fire. And so, it's sort of harder to see Nasty Nork in the background there. Some people remark they didn't see that. Some people didn't realize it was the Artisan's Castle, and, and so on and so forth. Again, this is the American version, so like the PAL version has some slightly different things going on and stuff like that, in terms of like the placement of everything. But yeah, it's still, basically the same. You see the bull there looking very, very menacing in both versions. So then in the second one, Spyro 2, you'll see, yeah, again, Ripto's there, less grass, like wherever he's standing, like it's less grass, like it's more shadowy kind of, I don't know, weird sort of grass. But I really love the sort of the effect that they've got of the fire in the new copy, and they're actually using, the official model, like the proper model, from the game, as opposed to like that 3D one, which is like actually kind of inconsistent with what we got there. You see that someone said on Reddit that reminds them of like a weird, nefarious version of Patrick Star in the background there in the original Ripto. Yeah, not as apparent, but yeah. And then this one here, as you can see, kind of, again, all over the place with this kind of weird blur effects going on there. This isn't the greatest quality image though, so I mean, it doesn't help, it doesn't particularly help too much. But yeah, you'll notice that, yeah, I think that they've really done a great job with Sergeant Byrd. This is actually our first look at Agent 9 as well. I don't know why they had to add like a no Rhinox sort of thing on there, like it kind of is already obvious that he's anti-Rhinox, but I guess that's subtlety, they sort of, they're kind of aiming in general for like a slightly younger audience with a lot of the stuff that I've seen. So it's like not really a bad thing or anything like that. But yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, of course, I'm not as negative about the hair anymore with Sheila, but yeah, I'm kind of got used to it. But now I want to show off, the other covers, the ones that we unfortunately do not get to see, a recreation of. And the first one here is the Spyro 2 one. And so as you can see here, what I really like about this is that it actually takes place within a level. It's in Skelos Badlands. You can see, you know, one of the dinos chasing Spyro, or rather, you know, I mean, he's not going to catch up, let's be honest. But yeah, you've got Spyro there with a kind of a whimsical look. I think I prefer this cover, but I guess some of that might be nostalgia. Where I don't think it is nostalgia though is this one here. I think this cover is infinitely better because of the fact that, I don't know, just things are a little bit more clearer. You know, you've got Spyro on the skateboard, which is really sick. You've got, you know, all of the characters in a different, but actually, hold up, where the hell's Sheila? Yeah, what the hell? Sheila's gone. Okay, well, I can understand when people maybe don't like that then, that's fair. And then this is the POW cover, and I was looking at the original, the video, you know, the comparison picture, and I was like, wait a minute, I swear the cover I have is different, and yeah, it is different. This one, again, I actually prefer, yeah, I'm going to say that the POW covers on every single version are better. Actually, that is my bold comment. Now, I know that you guys aren't really here for you know, analysis of the original covers. You're here for the quick news, and there's not too much else. In terms of Spyro stuff, just generally speaking, this has been, you know, a slower week. I think that they don't want to interfere with, you know, Spider-Man and all that sort of stuff. I think that they, you know, there'll be no more like video content drops and stuff like that this week. But I think that, you know, there's going to be stuff. I reckon next week we'll start to see stuff, and including the week it was meant to come out. I reckon then, you know, they might provide something, you know, maybe more gameplay. I know people were waiting for a demo. I don't think we're going to get a demo because we didn't for Crash, even though there is a delay. I think that putting a demo together, if you think about it, would take time, and it's time that I would honestly rather them spend on the game. But yeah, we'll wrap this up here. Plenty more Spyro stuff to come in the future. I'm glad you guys are getting around the channel. It's been some great interaction with you guys in the last few weeks, and doing the LPs again, Crash and Scooby-Doo, and some Spyro hack stuff, and there's plenty more of that to come. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the very near future. Goodbye.